Perfect. Looks like that's working. So let's go. I've been trying to have like less of the opening bit because it just bothers me that it's dead silent. It seems like one of what am I hitting? There we go. My chair is wobbling. It seems like one of those things where you click on and it's dead silent and you're like, is something wrong? Is it broken? I'm like, let's just get right into actually, you know, streaming. It's fine. I'm figuring out some colors for things. I have kind of a rough idea of what all we're doing. Oh, I was gonna do blanks. Okay. I have knocked things over. That's fine. Give me just a second. Oh. I have trash from when I was making molds. I'll just throw that out. Let's see. I see there's something here from Wiggle. I don't know if they're still here. Okay, so I'm getting started on the advent calendar dice. I have a couple of other things to fill in if I have enough resin. Actually, I'm gonna move this over because I definitely want to fill this in. Put that over there. It's honestly, I think it'll be not a super long stream. Obviously, I'm doing a bunch of different things, but I'm doing like 3 sets of the same thing. So each die will be different. So the 20 will be different from the 12, which will be different from the 10, and so on and so forth. But I'm making, you know, 3 D20s. They're all the same. That's the plan, anyways. But I'm still figuring out some colors. For the D20, we're going to do kind of like a night sky liquid core. I've done that, and I thought it would be pretty and kind of feel like fit the cold, Christmassy sort of vibe. It's funny, I made a set for Halloween, but I don't know. I feel like night sky's pretty generic-ish. And I like having a little bit of like blue and stuff in there. Actually, maybe I'll do blue instead of purple. I'm gonna have to decide on a color. I might do a dark blue. Let's do like a royal blue instead. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do a blue. I was originally thinking purple. Let's just grab, what is blue? Royal blue, we'll do that. That'll be good. The D12s I'm gonna do layered with green, gold, red. And I think I have the colors picked out for that. I'm going to do... Where's the gold? Here's the gold. We're going to do these. Because honestly, this was... I don't know. I just think these colors kind of ended up looking good together. So we're going to do those in kind of like soft layers. The first D10, I'm going to do a dirty pour with just some green inks. I still need to figure out which green inks I want. I'm kind of debating. I think I'm gonna do like 3 inks. That's my thought anyways, and I want them to be different enough that, you know, it's interesting. So I have like my really dark one here, which could be cool. Either that or that one, I think. Probably one of these two. This one's kind of blue. I don't know. These ones are a little bit more blue. I'm not sure which greens I want. I worry that this one will be too dark, honestly. But I like the contrast. Maybe these 3. That one's a little bit more teal, though. Maybe those 3? Maybe these 3. These 3 have some good contrast in color, but also kind of like they all feel green instead of teal. Cool. We'll do those 3. I'm not on the next D10. I don't actually have anything out for it yet because I wanted to get some feedback. We'll see if anybody wants to give feedback. Actually, let me go post in the Discord that I am live. So for the second D10, I want to do something with like blue and white, but I'm not sure the design I want to do. There we go. We'll just post that, just so people know. I'm not sure on the design I want to do. I want to do like some blue and white. I was originally thinking I could do like a micro drop, but I'm doing that for this set of D8s. So I didn't know that I wanted to do like a micro drop for both of them. I could do something cool with the interference. You can kind of see that blue shine a little bit. Could do something cool with that. Let me put my sweater on. And cold and chilly. Okay. I mean, I could do a micro drop with like these 3 colors. That'd be pretty. I like those 3 colors. I don't know. Let's grab this. These. All right. Yeah, I could do like a micro drop. I'm not sure what other I could do a dirty pour there. Could do a dirty pour there. I like these colors together though. I like these 3 colors. Maybe I'll just do kind of like a gentle layering of these colors. Not like 3 distinct layers, but just like little bits of each one. I think that'll be nice. It might be kind of simple looking, but I think it'll be pretty. Let's do those colors, and if I'm gonna do that, let's do highest number up. Might as well. That's the highest number down. Just a second. Let me grab the correct thing. Yes, okay, those are the correct thing. So if I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna need some mixing cups. I have some new mixing cups coming in today that are silicone. So they'll be super easy to clean. That's the idea anyway. Because, you know, I like using reusable things because I don't like making a whole bunch of trash. But these don't really clean the easiest. Like, it does pop out, all the resin does, but it takes a bit of time. And they don't clean perfectly. And with silicone, I can flip them inside out and take some packing tape to them and get all of the resin out of there. So that'll be good for this one, which is Robin's Egg. Robin's Egg Blue. And then we've got our Phthalo Blue, which I have over here actually, because we're going to use it for our spacey ones. And then the Interference Blue. Need a mixing cup for it as well. Okay, this one looks like it had the Phthalo Blue in it already. We'll see how many people show up to this stream. I was kind of sad because I realized I was missing a big Minecraft streaming thing today, but that's okay. I made the mistake of scheduling this stream at the same time as that. This is just my normal time that I stream. Alright. And then let's see that. We've got that. Should we add some sort of like clear or something a little bit different in there too. I don't like that one as much. I don't know. I like these three colors. I think I'll just stick with those three. We've got our D8s, which are going to be a mica drop with just red and white. I'm not sure if I should add something in there with the red and the white, like some foil or something. What did I set over here? I'm not sure. I'm not quite sure what I would put in there. I was debating I could do like red foil and then just the white drop. Like that's an option, just a little bit of red foil. But I kind of like the idea of doing white and red. I could do a little bit of gold foil. I think I did something similar last year though, with red and green, if I remember correctly. My idea was kind of like candy cane sort of thing. Not sure. The D6s, I'm actually going to make some blanks. I'm going to attempt to do a Petrie. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how the Petrie goes. For the D4, I just have written down blue or red. Whatever, I can do something blue or I could do something red. How does the reverse, we could do like a reverse Petrie on the D4. That could be pretty. Why don't we do like a reverse Petrie on the D4? For that I want down, I think. So we'll grab a different mold. Oh, I should make some more mold. I should always make more molds. So let's do a reverse Petrie. So I did a video about this recently. I'm gonna put some, I think we'll do blue maybe? We could do red. Should I do red or blue? I think blue because I have more options for blue. So we'll do, yeah, those will work. We're gonna do like clear resin. I could put a little bit of something in with it maybe. Maybe some like, ooh, maybe some like this glitter. That might be pretty. Kind of hard to see, but it kind of has like a pink and a green and a blue, green and pink shine to it. I think that'll be pretty. And then we'll drop some ink in there, and then put stuff on top. Okay. I want my Baja blue, my sky blue, wherever that is, sky blue, and the navy. So my navy blue. Navy. Alright. So do that. And then for the D2, I can tell this is going to be one of those streams. A very quiet one. Alright, for the D2, sorry, this is a little loud. My only note for the D2 is red. So I was thinking I could do something with some red foil in it, or I have this red glitter that I haven't really used for much. So maybe I could use it, like, just because I don't usually. So that could be fun. Let's see if we can. Might be fun to do that. I don't know if I should do it with something though. Maybe I could do this and then have like a little bit of like a mica, the mica red with it. That might look a little weird. I'm not sure. Let me grab the D2. So I think I want highest number down. I'm gonna do a bunch of glitter. Yeah, let's maybe do the glitter. I'm not sure if I want to do that. Okay. Well, I think I've at least got things roughly figured out. I might want to add a couple more things as we go. But I can go ahead and start getting the liquid cores for the D20s done. So let's start with that, because those will take probably the longest, but I know I want to make them. So I'm making 3 sets of dice, so I'm gonna grab 3. I'm working on putting together a video on how to do liquid cores, but like, oh man, for the first time ever, I had a liquid core that like didn't stay sealed for whatever reason. So now I'm like concerned about pretending I have any authority when it comes to liquid cores, or any what's not authority? What's the word I'm looking for? I don't know. What is the word I'm looking for? I can't think of what the word is. Basically saying that I know what I'm doing. Alright, let's see here. We want to add some blue and some sparkly blue. Alright, I think I'll start with the multi-chrome. I'll use this one. So I think I'm gonna do what I sometimes do. I'm taking a little bit of clay. I'm making a little thing for my sphere to sit on. So then it'll actually stay upright, which is much easier. Alright. So for the inside, I'm doing a little bit of a multi-chrome flake, and then I'm going to do some mica powder. Here's the multi-chrome. Basically, it's a different color depending on the angle that you look at it from. And it's pretty. I think it's pretty. Shouldn't take too much. Just actually getting it in that's difficult, because this stuff will it likes to try and fly everywhere. Alright, there's that. And then we will grab some of the mica. Try not to spill the mica everywhere. I didn't make it into the sphere. Alright, I think that's probably good. Cool. Alright, let me try and clear these off as much as I can. Because I have mica powder and stuff everywhere. I just want to make sure that things actually seal. And then we will add our liquid, which is a mix of water, glycerin, and rubbing alcohol. And apparently, cat hair. Get out. Get out, cat hair. You're not needed here. feel like this happens every once in a while. Just usually I feel like on Saturdays too. Just a very quiet Saturday. It's just me, alone, talking to myself. Which I guess is kind of what streams are usually anyways. Just in general. I was gonna sleep in a little bit this morning and then I ended up, so there's a tree, well, there was a tree in my yard that was completely dead. It wasn't a very big tree. It wasn't like a super small tree, but it wasn't a very big tree. And we worked on cutting it down yesterday and then finished cleaning it up today. So ended up working on that this morning. My problem is I get heat exhaustion really, really easily, which is just a pain. So I ended up not helping as much as I probably could have. Well, I say that, I don't think I could have helped anymore, but, and it's still like, man, this is my tree. I always feel a little bit bad. Alright, so I'm just going to cover these with a little bit of UV resin, and that will hopefully keep all that liquid inside. And now they look really pretty from this angle. Then we'll shake them up and see how they look. I think they should look all pretty. Why is this hardened? Alright, let's see if we can do this without making a giant mess, which is easier said than done. Alright, let's see how well those get sealed. Probably going to be a little bit that I'll have to go back in and fix. So we've got that. I am also going to attach some little stars and things to these, because I think that will be pretty. I don't know why I said it like that, but that is the plan. Attach some stars and like a moon, I think, to each one. What else do I have to do? I'm going to put those in there. Gotta put those in there. I guess just putting pigments in cups. And, you know, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Confirming the designs, because I'm still not 100%. I don't know if I want to do a mica or a red foil to go with the white here. Could go either direction. And then like the D6, no, the D6 I'm fine. That's just going to be a white Petrie. Yeah, I'm feeling around. And then like on the D2 I want to do red, but I don't know necessarily what I want to do. I think some of this glitter, but I don't know what else I want to do in there. I could just do chock full of glitter, honestly. It's not a bad idea, just do chock full of glitter. I think I have some other red glitter that kind of matches too. So I'm dropping things from here. I'll pull out some little tiny glitter too. Maybe we'll just make that like super full of glitter. Alright, how are these looking? Oh, not too bad actually. Just got spots that are a little. Okay, so I think I might want to add a little bit more along this side. But let's see how these are looking first too. Yeah, a little bit more along that side. And how's this one looking? A little bit more along that side. Alright. So we're just going to add a little tiny bit kind of smooth it out a little bit. Alright, there we go. I think that should be good for that, but we're going to use some of that UV resin to attach our stars and stuff too. But let me put our spheres up and away, get them out of the way. And then I think I'm done with that, but I'll use this over here. Let's see how these look once they've cooked a little bit. I'm still having a lot of fun with the YouTube channel. Alright, let me let that run one more time. So I've done a set similar, a whole set. Okay, there's a whole story here. I did a set a long while ago that was kind of this idea with like stars on liquid cores and stuff, and then I dropped the D4 and broke it back when I did the pyramid D4s, and so I just kind of kept that set for myself because I'm like, these are really pretty and I like them. I'm just gonna keep them because I don't have a full set. And then I went and made another set recently. That's basically what we're making here. So basically what we're going to make is a dice like these. Some little stars and stuff in there, and the liquid core. That is the plan. Basically just making this. But I think I'm going to do some maybe gold glitter in there. I think that'll be kind of fun. Did I run these twice? I'll run those one more time. They're not looking completely cured. That's the plan there. Let's see here. Yeah, with those and our stars. Yeah, I'm thinking that I'm going to add a little bit of gold glitter to the resin, just because I think that'll be kind of fun. I think I'm going to do kind of like a dark blue at the bottom with the gold glitter, and then it'll be like just clear resin on top. And then that'll make it easier to see the actual like star-shaped stars. Oh, excuse me. Yeah. Let me grab stuff to clean off the this. All right. Let's see here. How are these looking? Let me just take my little bits of clay off. I shouldn't need them. And we can take a look at these and see how they look. Let's... Just a second. There we go. So that's what one of the liquid cores looks like. Has some of that multichrome in there and a bunch of the mica. Alright, so now let's put our stars on. So I did 2 advent calendars last year. I'm doing 3 this year. We'll see how if they all sell and stuff. But I'm doing 3 advent calendars this year. And I just try to do, I think, more complicated designs for the D20s. And I don't know that it actually like matters that like how I'm thinking about it. Actually bend this a little bit so it fits the shape. I'm probably overthinking it a little bit. I probably could do something like one of the designs that I'm doing on the other ones, and I probably will. I'll probably do at least one that's just some sort of like foil and fun colors design. I do need to figure out. I did some dice last year that had like fun handmade inclusions in them. I also did some that were just solid colors. I might do that again this year. I could just do a solid colored red D2. I think I'll do glitter though. I think that'll be fun. The variety's nice though. But I need to figure out what sort of stuff I'm making this year for the like more complicated inclusions. Because those are fun, but I'm trying not to do the same things that I did last year. Let's see here. And let's see, last year I did a Christmas stocking. There's a lot of thought that's going into this. So each advent calendar is going to be 3 full sets of dice. Each individual die is different, but it's equivalent to 3 full sets of dice. Plus maybe a little bonus thing at the end, but I need to figure out what I'm doing for that too. Oh, I have little. Oh, perfect. Those will be good. I have little tiny pine cones. I could do those. Those would be cute. Little pine tree thing, but I'm trying to do things that are different from last year, and then also I'm trying to make it so that like all of the D20s are different colors, you know, all of the D10s are different colors type thing. I don't want, you know, you end up with 2 or, you know, all 3 of your D6s being red. Like that's not as much fun as, you know, getting a red D6, a green D6, and a white D6 or something like that. That's my thought anyways. So I'm trying to kind of keep things different from last year and also keep things different from each other. I did, I think, do a D8 last year that was just a whole bunch of green glitter in a, like, suspended. So, like, this year I'm doing a whole bunch of red glitter, I think, suspended, but it's going to be in a D2, so it'll kind of match that from last year, but it will be different. I think that's different enough. It's a different color, and it's a different dye. So I'm okay with kind of similar designs, I guess, as long as it's different enough in like color and design and stuff to feel like it's something else, something distinct. Actually, let's do a little tiny star here. Oh no, I just wanted one of you. Okay. Well, I wonder if I can, let's put that there. I'll start adding the stuff to the other ones. Just kind of block that over there. I can't see it. It can't affect things. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I'm just trying to make things different. But so last year for like the more complicated things, you know, I did like a stocking. I did that was in a D20. I did a D12 with what's the word I'm looking for? A D12 with like a holly in it. What else did I do? I did a little present. I was debating doing another little present just in a different color, but I don't know if that's different enough. Ugh, come on, get off my finger. A little tiny star I'm gonna add. if it will. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I'll show you so far. So we've got that so far. I think it could definitely use another star. Another star somewhere in there. Maybe a bigger one. Maybe a bigger one, maybe one of these, and I think close to one of the other stars to make it feel a little bit more. And we'll do one over here. I think that'll be good. Okay. I think I have a plan. There we go. Do those. No, don't roll. And then we just have, I think that one will probably be done. I don't need to do the stars on like all of the sides. I really only kind of need to do them on one because we're going to put kind of a dark color on the other side. So I want to try and kind of cover up the spot where I put a whole bunch of resin to seal everything. Uh-oh, there's some liquid there. I think I need to seal it a little bit more. It's a bad sign when there's a little bit of liquid. Yeah, we don't want these leaking. I think I see where it's seeping out though, so we'll cover that up. I think I heard a bird outside. Oh, I'm tired today. There's definitely a cat hair there. You know, I think because I'm doing this like red glitter thing, I don't think I want to do the red foil. I think I could put some red foil in there too. Actually, I might do some red foil in there. I think I'm just going to do the red and the white. I do kind of feel like it could use something more though. I'm not sure. I don't know what the bit rate means. It is telling me my bit rate is low. I don't know what that means. What is a bit rate? How do I affect the bit rate? Let me hold that clip once more. Kind of hide that. Yeah, this one's leaking a little bit as well. I don't want any moisture to end up in the actual dye because they don't do well. Resin does not do well with moisture, just does not cure quite right. So I want to try and make sure that this is as watertight as possible. If I add too much resin though, it can be a bit of a mess trying to fit it into the mold quite right. Yeah, I feel like I'm missing something with the white and the red. So my idea was, you know, kind of candy cane colors. But I'm not sure. Maybe I could do a drop of red ink and white ink as well. Let's end up pink. I could do like red and white ink as well. Let that cook one more time. So I have, you know, the red mica and the white mica, and those will kind of sync. I could also do, maybe I will try that. I guess if all else fails and I don't like it, I can just remake them. So I think I'll try it with the ink and see how it goes, because I think that could be fun. That could end up fun. I need to start planning for those complicated ones. Alright, that's looking better, I think. Hopefully we'll see if there's any moisture that seeps up somewhere. Do I want to add another little... Okay, I'm adding another star. I'm going to add a big one. It just felt like I needed something more on this side, so we're adding another star. I'm going to do a big one. No, don't roll. I guess I'm holding it. This is always the part that takes so much time. Actually holding everything while it cures and waiting in between things. Putting down some resin, curing it. Putting down some more resin, curing it. I think once we get these done, and I think that'll be good enough for that. I think once we get these done though, we can just start putting our stuff into our mixing cups and get our resin going. Like the actual resin part. Another star. Don't want to touch anything, it's staying upright. Alright, our final one I have not added stuff to yet. Yep, this one's got a little bit of liquid here. Alright, I think this one is... Yeah, no! I think this one is done. Let me show ya. I found it for a second there. There is our finished sphere. That's one of them. Just finish off these last two. It does remind me that I think I'll set the liquid off to the side because I'm liable to just spill it. And I really don't need to spill the liquid from the inside of the cores everywhere. I hopefully shouldn't need any more. Alright, I'll run that one more time. Hey, Van Girl. How are you doing? It's been a very quiet stream so far. I'm working on making some liquid cores at the moment with some... Here, I'll show you the one that's done. Here's one of them. liquid core with stars and stuff. And it's got like a fun blue and shimmery inside. What have you been up to? What stars do I want? We'll grab one of these stars. I was saying earlier that this stream is scheduled for the same time as big Minecraft streaming thing, which I'm a little bit sad about because I'm missing it, but also I don't know how many people are probably watching that. Alright, there's another. Ooh, just finished making a vinyl design for your dice box. What is it a design of? Here, please, here. I'm trying to make sure that this is not leaking. Second, sorry, I'm not sure if this is a hole or just a divot. It's had like kind of a resurgence. I feel like it got popular again recently. I never played it growing up, but my brother did. And then like during the quarantine, I wanted something that I could play with friends. So I started playing it, and then, you know, fell down the rabbit hole. Which, yeah, I tend to get really into like one thing at a time. Oh, did you? Oh, a phoenix. Ooh, post. Okay, found it on Discord also. So we'll just go over to Discord and take a little look. See. Oh, cool. It's very like sleek and elegant. It looks like a crest, not a crest necessarily, but like a design that would represent like a family or a character or something. You know what I mean? Like, not a logo. I guess crest is probably the right word. Yeah, I guess crest is probably the right word. But it feels like something like that. Alright, I'm hiding the light a little bit so I can try and put some stars on this. Alright, let's add a biggin. And a biggin star. Ideal for long days at home or also around Christmas. A lot of your friends. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's one of the. It's funny because it's one of those games that like I've been aware of because my brother has played it off and on since childhood. But I never really understood how complicated of a game it was until I started playing it. I'm like, oh, there's a lot of different things here. There's a lot going on in this game that I did not realize. I think I need a little bit more right here. And I think maybe we will be all fixed. I also want to put it on your DM screen. Ooh, that'd be cool. That'd be cool on a DM screen too. So what are you making your DM screen out of? Are you making it out of like wood and stuff? Man, I wish I had time. I was gonna say I should get back into playing more D&D, because it's been a while. I haven't really played since the whole, you know, pandemic and stuff. No, actually I did. I played a little bit at the beginning of the pandemic with my family. But, man, I have no time. That makes sense. That makes sense for not playing Minecraft. Alright, I think I could use maybe one more star off to the other side. I think I have a smaller... I'm just saying lots of S's, apparently. Do a smaller star. Sound like a snake. Ah. I can get one out. Come on. Come with me. Come out of the container. There we go, I got one. Oh, I also got a cat hair. Of course I did. It's a must. Free cat hair with every set of dice. It's not a thing, guys. Not a thing. Not actually free cat hair with every set of dice. I'm a professional, I swear. Alright, I'm gonna keep an eye on this, make sure there's nowhere else that is like leaking or anything. Alright, let's get the moon onto this one. Pretty janky. You're gonna use the body of thin cutting boards you got really cheap and coat them with leather and some carvings. Oh. I mean, that sounds cool though. I feel like if it works, it works. No! No cat hair hype! Man. I thought I left this on Twitch. I don't know if there's a way. I think there might be probably after. I don't know if there's a way to do like custom emotes on YouTube. So I switched. I don't know if you know this or not. I used to stream on Twitch, and then I moved over to YouTube at the same time that I decided I was going to make some edited stuff. I think there might be a piece of resin in there. I was just about to start getting some like custom emote stuff set up for Twitch. Cause I wasn't sure what to have emotes of, and then finally got some ideas and stuff. I'll show you how this one turned out. There we go. There's our liquid core. But I don't know if you can do custom emotes on YouTube. I kind of looked it up at one point, and I'm still not quite sure. I think maybe after getting monetized, maybe you can get like one or two. Oh, it looks like a book together with the box you're making. That'd be cool. How big is the box you're making? Oh, I see. So you're gonna make like a box to hold the DM screen, and then it will like slide into it, and then look like pages. Is that what you're thinking? That'd be cool. Even if that's not what you're thinking, I do still stand by the idea that that'd be cool. They're like little metal charm things. They're for like nail art. They're very small, so they don't weigh a whole bunch. So I'm not worried about them weighting the die or anything. But they're little yeah, they're little like nail charm things. I did get, oh man, I did get some little space themed stickers though. I should bring them down here. I have them upstairs still, but I really should bring them down so that I can put them on things like this. Well, while we're waiting for that to cook, I'll start maybe getting some colors into some containers. Actually, maybe I will start by cleaning my mixing cup before I forget. Yeah, I have a couple of things. Oh, magnetically attached. Ah, okay. I'm looking, what was I saying? Oh yeah, I ordered some stuff that I have coming in the mail. I'm looking forward to those coming in, but they're set to arrive later today. One of them is some like little tiny silicone mixing cups, which will be nice because I think those will be a lot quicker and easier to clean than these ones that I use at the moment, which are little medicine cups. I think I'll probably still end up using some of these, especially if I need to like measure, because I don't think the other ones have measurements on them. But those will be good for things like this one, where I just want a little bit of the white and a little bit of the red. I don't need like an exact measurement or anything. Just cleaning my mixing cup. Let's turn that on one more time. But my one impulse purchase, because I wanted to get those. I wanted to get some more polishing paper for the resin stuff. You know, I had a couple of things that I was just like, okay, I need to order some more, or I want to get some of those because they'd be super helpful. The one thing that was more of like an impulse purchase was some split cups. So they're like these cups, but they have like little dividers in them. I have one, and it's honestly a lot of fun to use. So I was like, all right, they're not super expensive. I'm ordering stuff anyways. Let's just get these for fun. I'll use them. So that was my one like impulse purchase. It's funny because the thing I'm most excited to get in the mail at the moment is a like a display piece, like a thing for displaying items. Because I've been wanting something to put like earrings and keychains and stuff on, so that people can see them better. But I don't know. It's just, I guess it's just the little things in life. Fun displays. Honestly, I'm excited for it because it'll give me kind of a goal, I guess. You never thought you'd what then? What? That you'd use them, or that you'd like them, or what was I saying? I can't remember what I was saying. I have no idea what I was saying. What was I saying? What was I talking about? The split cups? Yeah. Was I saying something about them? What did I have to say about them? This is my brain. Oh, I never thought you'd use them. I didn't either. So, I love doing dirty pours, where you take a whole bunch of different colors and put them in a cup and then pour that into the mold. And I've never had like any issues with them or anything. So I was just like, I don't know that I would use the split cups. I don't know. And then I think did Jen buy me one to try? Maybe that might have been. I think that might have been what happened. And I tried it. And it's like, oh, this gives kind of a different effect. So like, Here, let me find an example here. Let's see if I can find an example. Alright, well these are kind of different. But so these are kind of different. Because this is with like ink, so this was like rainbow ink. I did a red, a yellow, and a blue ink into the mixing, like just one of these little cups, and then poured that in, and it got kind of like this watercolory effect. And I found with doing a dirty pour with a bunch of resin, which is also doable. I don't know if I have an example. Do I have a good example somewhere? Yeah, I think this is this. What about this one? Yeah, here's an example. And if I do like a resin dirty pour, I can get kind of like cool lines and stuff. There's like a resin. Ugh, it doesn't want to focus. Come on, focus for me. Yeah. So I can get kind of like cool lines and things. But with the split cup, it kind of kept everything even more divided. So I ended up with even like bigger stripes. It kind of kept the colors even more divided, which honestly ended up kind of cool. This one ended up a little bit of a mess, but that's on me. I don't know. It's kind of a different effect. So, I don't know. That'll be fun to experiment with some more. Ooh, I should show you the dice I made the other day. You want to see the dice I made the other day? I really like this set. I just made them because I wanted to make a set of rainbow dice. Look at the colors. Look at the colors. They ended up with a lot more red. They kind of remind me of like the heat sort of maps, like a heat map. They're so bright. Okay, anyways, let me get back to, oops. Where did I set those? I'm dropping things. Ugh. All right. Oh yeah, I get rather clear lines with a base resin and inks, but if I'm doing multiple resins, it gets a little bit more muddied. Ooh, I should try one of those split cups with my Galaxy dice. I bet that would turn out good. Okay, I'm thinking on that now. I think that might be a winner. I might have to try that. But yeah, let's see, making Christmas dice. I know! It's just been going up. It's so exciting. Also, hi Wiggle. I saw the message that you left in chat at the very beginning. I was just like, I don't know if they're here. Oh, with the inks, you haven't gotten such vibrant colors? I am going to do a dirty pour here with just some greens. That is one of my plans for today. But yeah, I know, I was like, so the Christmas dice, I'm making Christmas dice, obviously. It's in the title. But part of it is because I want to have these done by November. Normally, you know, I'll make a set of dice a couple of months in advance, just to make sure I have enough time to actually get things sanded and polished and all that sort of fun stuff. But these I want to have done for November so that I can sell them in November so that I can get them to people before December when they're actually going to want to use the advent calendars. Because, you know, you want to use an advent calendar at the beginning of the month of December, not in the middle. So I was like, oh, I need to get those started like now. Especially since I need to figure out what all I still want to make for them. Oh, neither the micro or the inks. Yeah, they definitely get kind of muddied for me with just like mica. If I just do like 2 colors of resin or whatever. Hi, Maggie. You bought $160 worth of dice supplies. Whew. I mean, on the one hand, whew. But on the other hand, yeah, that sounds about right. You're gonna get another 50. What sort of stuff did you get? Because when you say dice supplies, that could mean anything from like, you know, an air compressor to a whole bunch of glitter. So like, I don't know whether that is a lot because it's like a whole bunch of glitter, or if it's just like, oh yeah, that makes sense, I just got myself a pressure pot. That's the thing with dice making. I feel like is there's a lot of initial large purchases, like masters are expensive, pressure pot's expensive, you know, some of those sort of things. All the basic stuff in 64 ounces of resin. Okay. Makes sense. Are you when are you expecting everything to come in? Are you excited to start making stuff? I don't know if you were here at that point. I was just talking about how I have things coming in the mail today that I'm excited about. Which is why we're talking about the split resin cups, this resin split cups. I'm doing good. How are you doing, Maggie? Because I got a set of those as an impulse purchase when I was buying other things that I wanted to get. And also the thing I'm most excited about at the moment is a display rack. That's how old I am. It's gonna get here in a week. Cool. What are you gonna make first? That's the real question. I'm gonna sit for a second. I'm letting that run a couple of times. I feel so old though when I say that though. That like I'm so excited to get in the new display rack that I ordered. Like, wow. I obviously don't have very many exciting things going on in my life right now. I'm very excited for a display rack. But I literally, like, when was it? Like the other day, you make some test dice to see if your methods work. Seems like a good plan. I'm just gonna figure out like what colors and stuff you want to use on the day. I do that a lot. I haven't as much since I've been doing themes, but I've definitely done streams in the past where I'm just like, I don't know what I want to make, guys. What colors should we use? I don't know. I'm just gonna pick some stuff and go with it. I ended up making a lot of dirty pours and the mica drops just because I knew that they would turn out. They always go well for me, I feel like. I can just sit down and do either a dirty pour or a mica drop. And I don't have to be too worried about it not turning out. Oh my gosh, I've just gotten UV resin everywhere. Okay, just a second. Let's start getting that cured. It's a cat in a box. Well, that's cool. You'll have to like send me photos of the things that you make, Wiggle. You're in my Discord, aren't you? Yeah, I think you're in the Discord. Right? Won't be able to stay for long. That's all good. No worries. So I'm always happy when people can just pop in and say hi too. It's like, hey, I know that person. It's like it's like seeing a celebrity. Like, hey, I know them. I recognize them. They've been here before. I haven't scared them off yet. Yet being the key word. Alright, I think we'll probably add like one more star after this or something. We've got 2 of our liquid cores done already. And I'm just making the last one. And then we can start putting all of our pigments into our mixing cups, and I think we will be on our way. Just trying to think about how much resin I'm gonna need for things. I don't think I'll need a ton. Let's run that one more time. I feel like this light doesn't work very well, which is kind of unfortunate. I do need mixing cups for everything. It's already rather late and you still have to make food. You headed out as well? What kind of food are you gonna make though? I'm starting to get a little bit hungry. I think I'm probably gonna have, it's hard to scare you off. I think I'm gonna have lunch after the stream. It'll probably be about 2, I guess about 2 p.m. Alright, let's do one last little star. If I can get it to flip around the right direction. So I think that'll be good on the UV resin. I don't think I need it for anything else that we're working on. I'm just putting the last star on this one. Will it stay upright enough? Okay, I think we're good. Let's start putting some things away. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I just need to get things into mixing cups, so it should go pretty quick. And then we'll be pouring some resin. I have a bunch of different designs I guess today, but I don't think it'll be too super long to get them all done and poured and everything. Let's see here. So we've got those. Oh, those are just slightly out of frame. So here's the D20s with our liquid cores. Not like bread with anything. That's me and my cooking. That's how I cook. Man, I just don't have the patience for cooking, quite honestly. Which is why my brother does the cooking at my house. It works out well. Like, he enjoys cooking. I have no patience for cooking, and he makes good food. So it's like I'm okay with this plan. I'm A-okay with him being in charge of the food. But if left to my own devices, I usually end up with like a sandwich or a fried egg or looking through the snack drawer and having a granola bar. Ooh, or just like a Nutella sandwich. Do those too. I cannot. Come on. How much of this do I need? Probably not a lot. So we're doing 3D12s. So I'm probably gonna need like what, 2.5 or no, that's not right. Probably about 5 milliliters of each, maybe a little bit more, around 5 milliliters. I'll add a little bit more of the green if I can get it out. Come on. This is the problem with these containers. All right, that's probably good. I think this green's probably pretty potent. You love cooking, but today the choice was cooking or making the Phoenix, and you made your choice. Fair. That is understandable. Got your priorities figured out. green for that. Start laying everything out here. This is gonna be a little bit of gold glitter. So I'm gonna do a little bit of blue resin with gold glitter, I think, with the liquid cores, and then we'll do clear kind of on the top. I don't think I need a ton of the gold glitter either. So grab that, set that out of the way. Might end up making that a darker blue, I don't know. Yeah, that's good enough. Good enough of a liquid core. As long as it doesn't leak, we're fine. Expert is the word I was looking for before. That's the word I was sorry. I don't think any of you guys were here when I was trying to find the word expert before. I was saying that I was working on making a little tutorial video on how to do liquid cores, and then recently I had, for like the first time ever, a liquid core that failed and was leaking. And so I was like, I don't know if I feel like enough of an expert, I couldn't find the word expert, to actually tell anybody how to do this if I have one that didn't turn out. That was, okay, yes. So I finally found it 40 minutes later. Yep, that sounds about right. Got our green, need our gold. I need to write up the script for that. I've been having fun. I think the videos that are the most fun to make are just the like kind of short videos set to music type ones. They're at least the easiest for me to make. So I don't have to try and figure out a script at all. So these are going to be green, gold, red, and we'll kind of gently layer those in. Actually, you only found one video on how to do them. Fair. I'm gonna move this down to the end because I actually want to do this set later into the process. I want the resin to be a little bit thicker when I get to these. Same with our glittery ones. This one's gonna be nice and easy. I'm literally just gonna do clear resin with green ink. So we can just set those right there. These, I don't know, these ones I could probably do, actually we'll wait for, okay, I'm just putting things in kind of order that I want to do them. This one will actually work better when the resin's a little bit thicker as well. The dirty pour will, because then it'll keep the colors more separate. I want to do the mica when the resin's a little bit thinner. Although I'm starting to think maybe I don't want to do it when it's quite as thin as I've been doing it. Those were words. I think I might want to wait a little bit longer than I have been, because it's been sinking too much. Or maybe I just need to do not quite as much mica. This one's going to be a Petri. We're going to try a Petri. I'm terrible at Petris. They either end up not sinking at all or sinking way too much. But we're gonna try one. I'm doing it in blanks so that even if it has some problems, I do too much ink or something, hopefully I can still encase them in some other dice and they'll be fine. But let's see, let's get our pigment for these. So this one, I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do. So I had some of these designs planned out. Like I wanted to do the night sky ones. I'm gonna do a D12 that's layered green, gold, red. And then a couple of them, I literally was just like, I want to do something with blue in it. And that's the D10s here. I was just like, okay, I want to do some sort of blue themed D10. What do I want to do? I just found some blue colors that I liked together and went, okay, we're gonna put those together. I still don't completely have, like, I'm not 100% set on the design for them. I thought at the moment is to do just like little blobs. Yeah, this is the Pinata Blanco Blanco. That's what it is. It's user error, I'm sure. I've had Petries turn out before. Like I've had them turn out rarely. But I don't know what causes them to turn out, which is the issue. It's just kind of a gamble. Like with the dirty pours and stuff, I can usually kind of tell what, you know, how they're going to, I know how they're going to turn out, sort of, you know, it's always a little bit of a mystery, but, you know, while I'm pouring it, I can see, oh, that's going to have a whole bunch of pink at this end, and then it's going to kind of swirl together. I can kind of see roughly how it's going to turn out, and I know if I do ink on top, it'll have thin lines, that sort of thing. But with the Petries, I just never know if it's going to sink. A cheaper alternative to the Pinata? I got, are you looking for just white, or are you looking for other colors of alcohol inks as well? Because I got a set, I think there's a link in the description of the Reverse Petrie video, but I got a set, Limino. I just got them on Amazon, and it had all sorts of different colors in it, and it has a white, and I honestly, it's been working really well as alcohol inks. I haven't really used the white much because I have my Pinata one, but this whole set actually has some pretty good colors in it. I was kind of like pleasantly surprised. Actually, it came with two different whites. It came with a white and a cream, and I think one of them, yeah, one of them, it says that it will push other color down to the bottom, and will push other color down to the middle. Like, so these actually have stuff. These actually mention two different levels that it pushes things down to. I don't know. I could use a mix of these two maybe and see how well that works, but I don't know whether I want it to sink down to the bottom or down to the middle. I don't know that it knows where the bottom or the middle is. How does it do the percentages? Yeah. I'll probably just use the, what is it? Pinata. Let's have this out there. Yeah, I was pleasantly surprised because as far as alcohol inks go, it was not a very expensive set. Alcohol inks can get pricey, but it was fairly inexpensive as far as alcohol inks go. And then they actually got here and I tried them and I was like, oh, these colors are actually really nice. I'm surprised. Let's see here. These could probably go next. Sure, it doesn't really matter when I do these, I don't think. I could do these as a dirty pour. Nah, that's fine. We're just gonna do kind of little blobs. These. I'm still not, okay, I could use some input, guys. I could use some input. My plan for this set of dice was to do like a mica drop. So I'm going to, you know, make some super heavy mica resin in red and white and let that sink down to the bottom. This is a set of D8s. What should I put with it? Because it feels like it could use something more. I don't know, is that going to be too simple? Or should I just leave it simple. Like, is that a bad thing necessarily? Maybe I'll just leave it simple with the red and the white, and I could ink it in gold. I feel like that might look kind of classy, but I'm not sure. So I could use some a second opinion, or third opinion if multiple people have opinions. I was debating putting like some ink in there with it or something. I think I'm just gonna do red and white, unless anybody else has an idea. I think I'm overthinking it. I tend to do that. That's something I've it's a weird holdup I have. Just kind of funny. Yeah, fine gold glitter. I was debating like a little bit of like a gold shimmer. I could do a little bit of like a gold shimmer. The reason that I was like, I don't know if I want to do that or not, is because the goal is kind of like a candy cane look. And so I don't know if a little bit of gold shimmer, or I could even instead of white, do a interference gold. Like, that is an option. I could do red and interference gold. I wasn't sure if it'd be too much, like, or if it would like not translate right as candy cane. Well, we've got the red. At the very least, I have the red. So get a deer. Move some things slightly out of the way. White or white gold? Like gold white. Okay, these, that doesn't need anything. Oh, I might do actually a little bit of that in there. And I could do just gold glitter. That is an option. I could do like a darker gold glitter too. I think I'm just gonna stick with the red and the white. I think I might as well just stick with it. Like I said, I think I'm overthinking. I'll just go for it. What I was gonna say though, one of my weird hang-ups when it comes to dice is I always feel weird making designs that I feel are like too simple, which is kind of stupid. It's very stupid. And part of the reason that I think it's stupid, even though I do it, is when I first started making dice, I did it because I had a couple of sets of dice that I really wanted. Yeah, I think I'm going to ink them gold with just the red and the white. I think that'll end up kind of simple but classy. That's my hope anyways. We'll find out. But no, when I first started making dice, I wanted... I had like a couple sets of dice that I really wanted, which is part of the reason I started making them. And one of those sets was literally just copper and silver, kind of like mixed together a little bit. I was just like, man, that'd be perfect for a fighter character. I want a set of dice that are just like copper and silver colored, and then I'll ink them in gold. It'll be so cool. And another set was just a set of like opaque peach colored dice. I have both of those sets. They're some of the first sets that I made with my masters and everything. So I just really wanted those sets. And the thing is, I'm sure other people would really like some just you know, solid colored sets in colors that they like. But I'm always just like, no, I can't make them too simple. If I make them too simple, people could just get things anywhere. But it's very silly. It's a very silly mindset. Oh, I want to do... A little bit of this. We'll do plenty of that. I'm going to do a little bit of the gold shimmer in our white Petrie blanks. I don't know if it's better to do a Petrie when the resin is thin or when it's... I'm assuming when it's thinner, right? Let's maybe move the Petrie in front of our mica drop. I'm going to move the Petrie to here. I'm putting these kind of in order that I want to pour them. Okay, got that. Reverse Petrie. That's probably next. Since this one could be when it's a little bit thicker. And then I want those to be thicker. Alright. You're the same way though, about not wanting to make simple dice. Ooh! Maybe I'll add a little bit of iridescent flakes in this one actually. That'll be pretty. You have a different issue with Petrie entirely. I don't know what's going on with your Petries. It's like your ink has decided that it doesn't want to be ink anymore. But like I never have any luck with Petries either. Every once in a while in a blue moon I will have luck with Petries, but it is always just random. I never know when it's going to decide it wants to work. But also, hello Ty. I don't know if you saw my my thing in the Discord, but the 3mm spheres seem to be working well. Do I like Oreos? Yes, I like Oreos. You started making dice for the same reason. Oh, to be fair, that wasn't like the only reason I started making them. It was honestly like a D&D buddy was talking about doing it, and I had like a little tiny bit of resin. I was like, I could do that. Just got home, long day. Understandable. But no, a D&D buddy was talking about making dice. I was just like, I bet I could do that. Why don't I just do that? I'm just gonna do that. Because I've got a little bit of resin. I can get some cheap dice molds, which the cheap dice molds suck. But let's just try it. And then I was having lots of fun. It was partially because the pandemic. I had been kind of talking about, you know, starting it and trying it out and things before the pandemic, because I was talking with a D&D buddy. And then after the pandemic started, I graduated with my degree and didn't have a job. It's like, oh no, what am I going to do? So I had a little bit of a grace period, luckily, where I could afford to just try some things out. I saw dice, then I saw the price. I was so I had no idea, like, when I first saw handmade dice, she's like, oh my gosh, why are these so expensive? I could not believe how expensive handmade dice are. And then I actually started making dice. I'm like, I see why these are so expensive. Alright, we're going to do some of this. These ones are just going to be full of red glitter stuff. I don't think I need very much of this. And we'll be right back after these short messages. Alright, see you in a minute. It's funny because I don't make a lot of sets of dice for myself now. I still end up with some. I was mentioning that I had a liquid core that just didn't work out, It was a set that I had completely finished and everything, and then I was just like, why is this leaking? Why is this liquid core damp? That seems to be an issue. So I pulled those out. I usually end up with sets where not all of the dice turned out for whatever reason. Something broke, or there's, you know, there's only three dice in the set or whatever. You're already doing resin as a hobby for a few years when your D&D group wanted dice based off the characters, but had a hard time finding any that fit. So you looked into making them. That makes sense. I had done a little tiny bit of resin stuff before the dice. I had made like a little bit of jewelry and stuff. I didn't have a pressure pot or anything, but I'd done like a little bit of jewelry and things like that. I almost didn't get masters made because I had no intention of making any to sell. So that's the surprise. Guess who's selling dice now? Okay. And now you also make dice. And I think we've got everything laid out. Let's get our resin going. Yeah, I think we're ready to go. I'm grabbing a stir stick. All right. This one has a piece of cat hair stuck to it. All right, let's grab our safety equipment. Namely, gloves and a respirator. I have new filters for the respirator coming in today too. That was one of the other things that I ordered. One of the things that I actually needed, and not the not my impulse purchase of the split cups. How much do you want to bet that, like, as soon as I'm done streaming and I walk upstairs, they're gonna be like, the packages will be right outside the door? I feel like that's how it always goes. It's like, oh, I could use them. No cat hair height. All right. So yeah, I am going to be a bit muffled for the rest of the stream, so I will be a little bit harder to understand. I'll try to talk loud so that you guys can hear me. Alright, let's get some resin poured. I'm going to be going quiet here for a minute while I pour resin, because I can't talk and measure at the same time unless you guys might want a mess. I don't want a mess. We will end up with a mess. So, alright, we will be right back. Alright. There's part A. That's the actual resin that we just poured, and now we're going to pour in the hardener. Couldn't get the lid back on for some reason. Alright. Alright, we've got a couple minutes now while I get this all stirred up. This will be a minute. Oh, so what are people's plans for the rest of the day? I guess some of you said that it was pretty late where you are, so what are your plans for tomorrow in that case? I have a couple of close friends coming over for dinner, as is the normal Saturday plan.
Um, my mom found a new board game. I sound like such an old person, guys. I sound so old. I'm excited about a new um, display rack thing that I have coming in for displaying products. That's the excitement that's happening with me. I have friends coming over for dinner and board games. I sound like such an old person. I need to get a blanket and a rocking chair and go out on the porch. I don't have a porch, but it seems like it'd be fitting. It's funny. I don't know. I feel like I'm not that old. I feel like I'm an age where teenagers would think that I'm very old. But now that I am this age, I don't feel that old. It's like I'm not 30 yet. Not yet. I don't think I'll feel old at 30 either. And maybe I'll start to feel old at 40. I don't know. We'll find out. I got some time before then. Yeah, so it probably is the colors. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I think it must be the colors of all the different resins. What are you doing? How is this happening, Ty? What have you? Are you just cursed? You have the Petri curse or something? Yeah, no, I don't know. Petris don't work well for me either, but my colors don't split like yours seem to do. I don't know why it does that. It's so strange. I was thinking it was either the ink or the resin you were using, or the combination of the ink and the resin that you were using, but considering you've tried a whole bunch of different kinds of resin and different kinds of alcohol inks, I don't know what's going wrong. You're gonna be 40 November 4th. You don't feel old, but your body is death hating on you. Oh man, I know that. It's funny because um, I get heat exhaustion really easily, and I think it's a medication that I'm on. Pretty sure it's a medication that I'm on. But man, I felt so like old or something earlier today because I was getting help cutting down a tree in my yard, and I'm like, I gotta go inside. I am nauseous and dizzy. It's like my body hates me, so I need to go where it is cooler. And I'm not even 30 yet, so we'll see how that goes as I get older. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what it is. Yeah. It's like everything's just separating. I wonder if there's any like videos on YouTube that we could look up on how to do a Petri effect, since neither of us can seem to be able to do it. I should do a video on dirty pours, because there's like different ways to do dirty pours too. And those I can get to churn out. You were born in Alaska, you've never been able to tolerate it. That's fair. That's fair. Like, yeah, like my brother is like that. I used to be fine in like summer and stuff, running around all over the place outside. But my brother, we always say he was built for Siberian winters because he really is built for Siberia. He will be walking around in freezing weather with his t-shirt and khaki pants and be like, I like it. It's nice out. But yeah, so that's him. But no, like we grew up somewhere that has, it gets to like 110 degrees Fahrenheit in the summer, maybe for about a week. Usually it's in the hundreds for a couple of weeks, but 90s at least. But I've grown up with it being hot, it's just I'm pretty sure it's the medication that I'm on. I think one of the side effects is like sun sensitivity or being more prone to heat exhaustion. Ever since high school when I got heat exhaustion for the first time, I haven't been able to handle heat very well. and then add that medication on top. I think it's just, you've had heat stroke 3 times in your life. Even your grandma was like you, so in an AC place. Oh yeah, yeah. That's my brother right there. Yeah, there's a story with my brother where he used to jokingly claim that his favorite temperature was 33 degrees Fahrenheit. And then one day, he was waiting at the bus stop in the middle of winter, and he was in his t-shirt and his khaki pants, you know, next to I think a friend or someone who was all bundled up and cold. He's like, you know, I always joke that my favorite temperature is 33 degrees Fahrenheit, but I think this is my favorite temperature. And then he got home and looked at the thermometer, and it was 33 degrees Fahrenheit. Oh man, I don't know. He's just warm-blooded. I've had heat exhaustion before. I've never had heat stroke, I don't think. I was worried about that today, honestly, because I couldn't tell whether there was a bug on me or if I was hallucinating it, and that seemed like a bad sign. I like normally if I have any sort of exertion or just being out in the heat for a long period of time, I'll get like dizzy and nauseous. But this time I was like, I don't know if I'm going a little bit crazy here. That seems like a bad thing to be happening. Alright, this is getting pretty close. Alright, I think this is looking good. Let me just scrape the sides and the bottom one more time, and I think we're good to go. Bottom. Are we looking? I think this is all mixed up. Excellent. Alright, let's start dividing this up. I'm going to have to try and think about how much resin I need for all of these. So let's see. For the D20s, I don't think I'm going to need very much here. So it's just going to be a little bit that goes into the bottom, and then we have those spheres that'll have clear above them. For these, I see cat hair. Get out of there, cat hair. You are not wanted here. Okay. So this is just the blue colors. And we're doing those into D10s. So you probably want a little bit more than 5. I think each one's going to be a little bit more than 5 milliliters, probably. Each die is. No cat hair hype. Not allowed. I need to figure it out. I looked at it at one point, but like I'm still not sure like if you can do custom emotes on YouTube. Cause then we could actually, I think maybe you have to be monetized and maybe you get like just a couple or something. I'm not sure. I looked it up, but I still didn't quite understand what whether you did or not. More resin there for sure. Alright, so that's about 5 milliliters in each one of those. I'm just going to add a tiny bit more to each one. Oh, you can if you're monetized and do the subscription thing. Oh, okay. Okay, that makes sense. 15. So I probably want about 15. A little bit less than 15 milliliters. Maybe we'll go to the 12.5. I'm going to try and make sure I have enough resin and everything before I before I go back and add a little bit more to all of them. Our red and our white. That is an option. I've had people ask if I'd be willing to do like a commission with pet heron, and I'm like, yeah, sure, that's fine by me. I'm down. 94. 10 maybe. I'm just kind of estimating how much resin some of these are going to need because I'm really not sure. Some of these I'm really not sure how much resin is going to go in them. Where am I at? So I'm going to get down to about 35. Oh, that went pretty well actually. I did a pretty good job of estimating that. A set for each cat. Yeah, I know. I know. I think the thing is, I can't remember which cat donated the hair in the set that I do have. I think it was Koshi, but I'm not 100% sure. They'd all end up looking similar, I think. Is that enough for B2s? Let's go up a little bit more. And then we've got our red, golden, green, and this would be 12, so they probably need a bit. Make a fresh set for each. My goodness. What am I supposed to do with these dice once I make them? Actually, you know, I guess now I have the excuse if I could make a YouTube video of it. I think, you know, I could title it something like, Stream Chat forced me to do this or something like that. That could be fun. Wouldn't even be a lie. Alright, I think put a little bit more in here. And I think, yeah, I put too much resin in these, but that's fine. We'll keep a little tiny bit of resin still in here in case we need it, which we might. Make a video of making dice for each cat. Oh, that is an option. I'll have to. I think I'd have to think of what am I trying to. Okay. I'm gonna have to think on that because I don't know what am I trying to accomplish with that. I guess. What's the story I'm trying to tell? I'll have to think. I'll have to think on that. All right. Oh, and I also want to do this. So let's start with our D20s here. We've got our liquid cores with our little charms on them. And let's make some resin to put in the bottom. Because I feel like I've already break the curse. Wait, which curse? Oh, break the curse of always having cat hair in my dice. That actually would be kind of a funny premise. I could, the viewer gods demand cat hair dice. That actually, I could do something funny with that. I bet. I could make that a whole sketch. I bet. Ooh. Where I find like an ancient tome or something that's just like to break the curse of the cat hair. The viewers must be satisfied. Okay. There we go. put a little bit of black ink in here, I think. Oh gosh, I need a clean. Yes, do it. Oh man. I'm sure I could get, yeah. Okay, I have ideas now. Okay, this is, there's so much gunk in the in here. I can't even get the lid back on. Okay. It's silly but fitting, yeah. Alright, I'll have to think on that, because I could definitely do something with that. At least do like an opening bit. I bet I could get I wonder if I could convince my brother to help me get that figured out. He'd probably be down for that. Oh, that would be kind of cool. Could do, and honestly, it might work better in blanks for sanding and stuff. I don't know how well it will sand the cat hair, so it might work better to do it in blanks anyways. Oh, I forgot I need clear resin for this. And for the D6s. That could be an issue. I do like that idea though. I think that's a fun idea. Or I could do something different for each set or something. I think I'm gonna need to steal some. Okay, well let me put these in and then we'll put as much clear. Let's see. I'm gonna try and do it with kind of the moon upwards. I think that's probably a good way to do that, so I can remember which way is down. Alright, I'm getting ideas now. It's funny because like I always find, I don't know, I have mixed feelings when I watch videos where there's like some, oh no, the moon fell off. Where there's like some big like sketch comedy reason for doing everything. I'm just like, okay, you could just, do the arts and crafts project. You know this, right? Like that's okay. You can just do arts and crafts. And now I'm talking about doing one myself. So I'm gonna steal some clear, I think, from one of these other containers. Let's see how this one turns out. This one might be. Let's see if the moon falls down in this one. Hopefully not. Hopefully it gets kind of held in place by things. So before I mix everything else up, let's go figure out where we're getting more clear resin from, because I obviously put too much there. So these are the D6 blanks. I need clear for the deep heat. I think I put too much into these. So let's steal some of this clear back. Now you know why they do it. So, oh yeah, there's no harm in it or anything. It just always feels a little bit cheesy. But like it is also, it's one of those things where it's fun, and sometimes it's fun to be, kind of cheesy and stuff. But I need some of the clear back. Okay. Finally back after 30 minutes. And we're still here. We're coming up with the apparently the idea for the video of me making more cat hair dice. That's apparently what's happening at the moment. I mean, I'm also pouring resin, but that seems to be the main thing that's happening right now. I need more resin, but I'm going to set them off to the side for the moment. And we'll come back. We'll come back to those. I'm stealing like some clear resin back from places because I've obviously put too much resin in some of these. I don't know where all of my... I need more clear resin, and where is it all gone? It's a good thing I haven't mixed anything up yet. We'll see if I have enough, I see a cat here. We'll see if I have enough resin for the D8s. That's the thing I'm concerned about. How much resin do I have? Yeah. How much do I have in here, actually? Oh yeah, I don't need this much resin in here. This is for the D6 blanks. I don't need 15 milliliters of resin in there for 3 D6 blanks. Like 10 will probably be plenty. I don't know where the I cannot see. I've gone blind. Alright, that's probably plenty. Alright. Okay. That's it. Okay. Trying to do a silly skit video. Breaking the curse of the cat hair. Make a set for each cat. Hopefully, yes. Yeah. Alright. Thanks for stopping by, Fun Girl. I'm glad you could come hang out for a bit. Alright, so we might have enough here now for things. Okay. If I don't get the D8s done, that's fine. But I do want to make sure that I get these filled in all the way. So let me set this off to the side for now, and let's mix up our next stuff. Hopefully we have enough resin. The other one I probably added way too much to is this one, actually. I don't think I need this much for the D4s. How much do I have in here? Yeah, I don't need this much resin for the D4s. Alright, with these, I think I will get all mixed up. So this is going to be the next set that we do. This is a set of these are all D10s, and we're going to do a bunch of different blue colors. So this one's like a nice darker blue color. The phthalo blue. I like this blue color. It's one of my favorites. It's kind of like more purpley maybe. It's definitely blue, but it's maybe like, I don't know, it feels a little bit more purpley or something. And then we've got our interference. So this one looks white, but then it shimmers blue. See if I can show you. Let's see if you can see yeah, you can kind of see the blue shimmer there. And then this one's just like a light blue. It's Maybe a little bit more green tinted. I'm not sure. Yeah, it's a little bit more sky blue, but maybe a little bit more tealy sky blue. Alright, for this set, I'm literally just going to put like dollops of each color as I go. So I'm just going to do like bloop, 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 and go down the line. There's a fleck of something in the white. Get out. Out, out, damn spot. Okay. So I have kind of a color scheme that I mostly stick to. I feel like with the Advent dice, obviously red and green, and then I do gold and silver, and then blues. Because I feel like blues and whites because I feel kind of icy. Every once in a while I like. Last time I did this, I had some brown dice too because I felt like those were kind of like hot cocoa and stuff. I don't know if I want to do though much brown. I don't know, I have like some mini pine cones and stuff that might be cool. I could add those in. Not to these, but like, they're brown. I could probably put them with something green though. That might be kind of nice. Debating. Alright, there's that one. A little bit of the dark blue here. Some more dark blue. Alright, there's our D10s. Let's push that down the D20s because they've got some bubbles that need to pop. Alright, let me set this over here out of the way. Alright, yeah, we've got a little bit of those left over, the blue colors. Not a ton though, so that's good. I'm glad I don't have a ton left over. So this is going to be our attempted Petrie. I don't know how much resin I need here. How much resin do I have here? I'm trying to see where are we at. I don't know. I think we'll call that good. Let me mix it up. This is just clear with some gold interference mica in it, so it kind of shimmers gold. It's very pretty. Let's see if I can show you a little bit of gold shimmer. Probably not. Never likes to focus where I need it to focus. Oh, you can kind of see the gold shimmer a little bit there, down at the bottom of the cup. Alright. So I'm going to fill these up most of the way, not all the way. And then we're going to drip some ink on top and see how it goes. I see a fleck, I think, of something. Alright, we're going to try doing the Petrie. We're going to see how it goes. I'm just using white, not even using any other colors. I don't know if that's enough ink. That's the other thing. I never know like how much ink is too much or not enough. I did like 5 drops in each one. Is that probably too much? Or is it not enough? I don't know, guys. Yeah, I have a little bit of extra leftover resin here. I kind of figured that might happen. Honestly, if there's a little bit of a gold shimmer in the white and the red one, that's gonna be fine. So I'm not too worried. I need to put a little bit more on here too. So I'm gonna let the white ink sink for a minute, and then we'll come back and put some of that resin on top. So here's our D4s. I'm gonna do a reverse Petrie on these. So for a reverse Petrie, I'm gonna be pouring the resin on top of the inks. But I want to add just a little tiny bit of resin to the very bottom first so that I don't like completely dye the molds. I'm just going to add a little tiny bit. Help protect the molds from all the ink. Alright. So let's see. I just grabbed some different blues that I thought looked pretty together. First blue. That one's very dark. Oops. Probably just dyed the mold with that one. And do a drop of this one in the middle. So a lot of ink in these. And then we'll just pour some resin on top. I've got some leftover resin here as well. Alright. So the D4 actually ended up taking even less than I thought it would. Or the D4s did. I think the D6 blanks. That is the problem with doing like a whole bunch of individual dice, is that I don't really know exactly how much resin each one takes. So I've got leftover a bit. So it makes it difficult to plan. Alright. My slipper's coming off just a second. There we go. I fixed my slipper. Alright, I'm just gonna finish filling up these blanks. And then I think I will add, that's more than enough. I'm going to add some more clear to this one that has the kind of gold shimmer to it. And then we will use that for our D8s. But first, let's make sure we've got enough resin in our D20s, I think. Let's make sure we've got enough resin. How are these doing? Actually, these are looking pretty good. I might have enough resin in here. I've gotten the stuff all, the molds all crusty on the outside, but that's okay. These might be good actually. I'm going to just set these off to the side for now. Which means we should have enough clear. We can do our D8s next. We should have plenty here. So here's our D8s. We're going to do a mica drop, which is kind of similar to the Petri, but with mica instead of ink. So, and we did end up with a little bit of gold shimmer in our red and white dice, which we debated about for so long. It's more clear in here. I want to get these almost all filled almost all the way to the top, because it really does not take a lot of the mica to get the cool dripping effect, and I have a tendency to add way too much, which just kind of makes it not as cool. It makes it so it's not like, it doesn't look like drips as much, I feel like, if I add too much mica. It just kind of makes it, I don't know, it all kind of blends together and just all sinks. So let's just add a little bit of our red, which I need to mix up. And our white. And I want these nice and saturated with our micas. Yep, that's definitely saturated enough with the mica, because I can see it already thinking about sinking. I figure I'm going to have a little bit of leftover resin and stuff, and my plan is to make some just extra dice with it, and maybe some extra, like, charms for keychains and things, but definitely some extra dice. I went and, so I did a, what's the word I'm looking for? An art walk. It was an art walk. Basically, it was a tabling event for a bunch of local artists, like at a local place that has a bunch of shops. But it's monthly, and the one this month, I went and brought, like, all of my miscellaneous unfinished dice, and then just put it out, and was just like, alright, they're $5 each, you know, grab whichever, you know, miscellaneous unfinished dice you want. And I thought that was really fun. It seemed like other people thought that was fun. So, I worry that there's not enough red in here. I worry that the red is not sinking. The white looks like it's going to sink, but I don't know about the red. Let's make this a little bit more pigmented. So now, since I did actually sell a few of those, I want to get some more made for the next one. I'm very excited. I'm going to be doing my first convention in October as well. And I figured I want to bring miscellaneous dice like that then as well. And I think I might, I don't know, I need to go through and like watch some examples to figure out how vlogging works, because I think I do want to try and vlog My first convention. I was originally going with some people that I maybe didn't know super well, but now I'm just dragging my brother along with me. So I can make myself. I can make a fool of myself in front of him. That's fine. I'll just make him hold the camera for me at certain points. It's all good. All right. So let those sink. Set them off to the side. Hopefully those all start working their way down to the bottom. I feel like it's a similar sort of, so that was the thing with the whole cat hair dice, was just like, what's the story that I'm trying to tell here? I feel like that's a thing with like vlogs, is figuring out kind of a narrative. So like having some sort of goal or something, almost. It just makes it a more interesting like thing to watch. It's like more of a story. I should really. Okay. So these ones, I'm going to do 3 different colors of green. One. It's 2. And a 3. And we're just going to pour this in and hopefully try and get some like cool lines and things. That's the goal here. There's one of them done. We're doing all right on resin. I'll add a little tiny bit more. This is something that I'll be interested to try when the split cups arrive as well. Is what happens if I do different colored inks in each like split, as opposed to different colors of resin, and how will that turn out? How will it affect things? I might end up finishing this one off with the last little bit of resin in the next one. Oh yeah, so I've been doing monthly themes. This month's theme is Greek gods, and so like next week's stream, my plan is to work on some more dice for that theme. Next month, I don't think I'm gonna have a theme because I think I'm gonna need to get dice ready for December next month. These I'm trying to get ready for November. Oops, I do not have enough resin here. Let's just fill this up and we'll. So I don't think I'm going to have a theme because I think I'm probably going to try and do kind of December themed ones, Christmas and winter and that sort of thing. I guess I could try and find like some winter themed themes, but I don't know. I don't know if I need to. Maybe I won't do the dark green. I think I'll leave the dark green out. There's a little bit of dark green still in there. But I don't know necessarily what I'd do. And I feel like the variety is going to be kind of fun. Ooh, plenty of leftover resin there. Alright, what do we have left? We have our layers. Get our layers done. Coffee. Man, coffee sounds really good. I want some coffee. I think we have a coffee maker. Maybe I can. Do I want to go have coffee or tea after this? That's the real question. Ooh, or hot cocoa. I could do hot cocoa. Hot cocoa sounds good. I always want hot cocoa like right before bed, but also I know that it'll make me sick if I have hot cocoa right before bed. So then I just never have hot cocoa, because it's like that's when I want it, is right before bed. But maybe I can have hot cocoa after this. That sounds yummy. I bet I can kind of make myself a mocha too. Make hot cocoa and just put like some instant coffee in it or something. Alright. Do I have enough resin here? That's the real question. Do I have enough resin here? How much do I have? Yeah, actually I think I probably do have enough resin here. Okay. I think I'm actually gonna try... I'm going to try and do these a little bit more gently, because I want to kind of try and layer them. I always got some hot cocoa mix put in. Ooh, yummy. That's usually my go-to if I like get something at a coffee shop, is like a mocha. I'm one of those people where I like a little bit of coffee with my cream and sugar. I'm not like a huge black coffee is just like, ooh, it's so bitter. But you know, you put enough cream and sugar in there and it's nice. We'll see how well this D12 mold does. I did it in a smaller, like a smaller size thing. See, you can see it's a little bit smaller. So hopefully it like holds its shape and everything well. This one could be some more. Okay, that's enough of that. Ooh. And then get green everywhere. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna have for lunch. I don't know what I'm having for lunch. I mean, on the one hand, I'll probably just go see if my brother has made anything, and then mooch off with him, which is how I normally eat things. But maybe I wonder if we have sandwich fixins or something. A sandwich sounds pretty good. Oh, I do need to go clean off the the table. The table is just kind of the landing spot for everything, because it's kind of in the middle of the house. And so then when we have people over for dinner, it's just like, give me a second. I gotta move everything out off of the table so people can actually sit down. My ankle hurts. I don't know why, but while we were out in the heat, my ankle like got, it was like a vein on there got swollen. I don't know why or anything. It's very strange. Well, it's just kind of annoying. I don't notice it, but if I put any pressure on it, it kind of hurts. Hopefully it's nothing too serious. Alright. The gold is kind of sinking a little bit, which is me. It might be an issue. These might not end up very layered. I guess we'll see. The gold is kind of sinking because of the mica in it. The gold, the red will definitely stay well on top, but yeah, the gold's kind of sinking a little bit. I probably should have waited for this to get a little bit thicker. I'm being a little bit impatient. But, oh well. We'll see how it turns out. The one thing that I'm really trying to avoid is the red and the green mixing together, because I know that that will make brown. I don't really want it to be brown. I would like it to remain red and green. Yeah, that is something that's kind of nice, I guess, about doing all of the different dice, is if I do, you know, if these come out of the pressure pot and I don't like them, I can just come up with a different design and try something else. Like, there's no expectations, I guess, really, on these, which is kind of nice. And I don't have to try and make something that matches something else exactly. Oh, that does remind me, though, that I need to... Oh, when all your hard work just turns brown. Oh. I mean, I usually try to do stuff to mitigate that, if I can. I usually try and do stuff to mitigate that. I may be making a mistake with making this red translucent, because if I end up with green behind it, then it's gonna look brown. I might have just enough of this red left over to fill this. And it works out. I probably could have added more of the gold and the green, but honestly it kind of works out with having a little bit more of the red because of how it tends to displace. The green will end up looking like a lot more, and the red will end up looking kind of smaller. I'm hoping I have enough resin here. I think I might have just enough resin. Probably could have used a little bit more, make these just domed a little bit more, but I think we're doing good. Cool. I think we're looking good. Let me spritz this down. Set these off to the side as well. So let's see, what do we have left? We've got some D2s that I'm gonna put glitter in, but I want that resin to be rather thick for that, so I think I'm gonna try and fix this D20 while I'm waiting. I meant to do this earlier, but it needed some more gold resin in it. I'm trying to do it so that it fills kind of from the bottom and then comes up to the top, so that hopefully a whole bunch of air doesn't get trapped. Alright, I think we're looking pretty good. Hopefully this works. So it's just one little air gap here. Let that sit for a minute too. Alright, so I think I'm actually going to try and use up the rest of the leftover resin before I do our D2s. Just because I want that resin to be very thick because it's full of glitter. And it's not going to be as big of a deal because it's D2s, so there's not like a whole bunch of space for things to sink. But I want the resin to be as suspended as it can be. So, let's make some other fun random dice. Let's see here. Well, we'll just pour our green in here with our other green and do a dirty pour, I think. I think that could work for a D. Actually, I might try and do the green into a D20. Nah, I've got a bunch of green D20s already. Let's do a D12. So I just poured the leftover green in with the other green ink and stuff. This might just end up mostly solid colored green. We'll find out. I don't know how much of the ink is actually making its way in. Oh no, I think some of the ink is making its way in. I don't know. This is the kind of the fun thing about like the leftover resin is I never know. It's fun to just experiment and try things. We'll see how they turn out. And I'll show you the top though, because I think it did actually end up a pretty good dirty pour. Look at all the different colors. Look at all the different greens. You can kind of see. I just went with greens. There you go. You can kind of see there's different greens in there. We've still got some green there. We can add some white to that. Almost 3 hours. Yep. I don't know. Well, why don't we add some blue? How about some blue and some white? We could do the white. Add a drop of the white, or two. I'm actually going to add, I think we'll add our dark blue with a little bit of gold in it. Why not? It's kind of fun. We're just adding more and more to the dirty pour cup. that does. Let's do a D2. Yeah, why not? Maybe not actually. Do a D4 instead. We'll do D4. See if maybe not frozen. Yeah, things are starting to get a little bit thicker, which is good. Here comes the white and the blue finally. It's been all green. Yeah, the white kind of like dried and split up. It reminds me of the peach trees where it kind of cracked almost. It's very strange. Weird. Since these are leftovers, we're going to speed things up a little bit. Alright, there's another one. Let's do... Okay, I will do a D2. I'm just going to scrape this stuff in there. I'll probably throw some other blue in there as well, because I don't think I'm going to have enough of the green and the blue to put in there. Well, we'll scrape as much as we can out of here and put it in. Ooh, maybe I'll do the light blue. For kind of a world sort of vibe. That's kind of a weird one. That's okay though. Might turn out cool. I don't know. One more drop. Alright. I feel like these colors would look pretty together. So let's do those. We'll do a D10, I guess. Alright, we'll finish off the light blue. A bit more dark blue. And some gold. Do you think I can get everything done before we get to 3 hours? We're at 2 minutes. We're about 2 minutes and 45, or 2 hours and 45 minutes at the moment. Do you think I could get done before we get in the next 15 minutes? There we go. That's the words I'm looking for. My words do not brain today. Ooh, just barely. Really not quite enough of that. That's fine. Let's do the last little bit of gold if we can. I don't think we have quite enough. That's fine. I'm gonna add some of the I'll add some of the shimmery, the blue, the one that's white and then shimmers blue. Interference. Interference blue, that's the word I'm looking for. There's that one. Hello! How are you doing, Dana? I'm trying to use up some of my leftover resin here. I have one more set of things to, actual things to pour. I was waiting until the resin was a little thicker. Is it thick enough? It's probably thick enough now. I was trying to wait as long as possible, because it's just got so much glitter in it, but I don't want to wait so long that I end up with big air gaps in it or anything. Let's get these other things done. I'm just doing a bunch of random dice. We could do a D8. You filled up 3 sets earlier. Fingers crossed they come out okay. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. What sort of designs did you do? Or colors? Oh, by the way, guys, I won't be posting photos of these. I will not be posting photos of these because part of the idea, honestly, with these is that they're going to be kind of a surprise. And spend an hour painting tiny mushrooms. Oh man, yeah. The inclusions always take so much time. But yeah, these are for dice advent calendars, and so the idea is kind of that the dice are kind of a surprise. People don't really know what they're getting. Obviously, I've spoiled that a little bit by having this as a stream, but I'm not going to post photos. Let's see. One black with mylar and sparkles, one gray with Angelina fiber. I don't know what that is. And a set of cloud blanks. Ooh, cool. What is Angelina fiber? I'm not sure what that is. Alright. I had a set of dice that I made not too long ago that had like crumpled up mylar in them, and they turned out so pretty, and then something happened while they were polishing and they ended up kind of not working out. I think I'm going to turn them into jewelry because they still look really pretty, but I don't think they'd work well as dice anymore. It's like very sparkly hollow. Oh, it's supposed to be for needle felting stuff. Oh, like, oh, okay. Yeah, it makes sense. That sounds pretty. Yeah, like angel hair tints a little bit thinner. Okay. Did I say thinner instead of thinner? No. I might have to look this up. This sounds pretty. It sounds like it would be pretty in dice. I mean, I really don't need more materials. What am I talking about? I have so many dice materials already. Should I put the red in? I'll sit down again. I've been standing for a while. Ugh. Maybe I will. How are those doing over there? Okay, the second of resin. This is kind of a fun way to do like a dirty pour almost too. I just kind of put a drop in and then I kind of scraped up the ink with some clear. And it ends up all fun and funky. Let's do that and do a D6, I think. That's kind of fun. Oh, it might work well for thread knit. That's a good point. I need to talk to my mom. That just reminded me. Because I wanted to make some, so the theme this month that I'm making dice based on is Greek gods. And I was thinking it'd be cool to do a set of dice based on like the fates with gold thread in them. And I think she might have some like metallic thread. I don't have any, I looked. But she always did embroidery and stuff growing up. When we were growing up. So I might have to hit her up and see if she has any gold thread that I could get a little bit of. So I feel like that could be cool. I'm not sure what I want to put with it yet. Greek gods, yeah. So I've been doing different themes every month where I make dice based, within different themes. So I did tarot dice. I just released like tarot dice. I'm going to be doing sweets dice. You hoard metallic thread. And yeah, I'll be releasing like sweets themed dice at the next shop update. And then I think it's October after that, so I'll have Halloween themed dice. And then I am currently working on making some Greek god themed dice. Alright, let's add our, yep, it looks like this is definitely thick enough that it's holding its shape, so. Ooh. Yeah, it's definitely thick enough. Yeah, I was saying earlier, I don't think I'm gonna have a theme for next month because I'll be making the dice for December. So I'll probably just try and do some like winter and Christmas themed dice. Maybe some other holidays too. I don't know, like Hanukkah and things. But I think that might be. So I still think I'm gonna do like a theme this like next month. Alright. Alright. So you're playing Hades at the moment. That matches perfectly. Hey! Yeah, I have plans for next Saturday to stream and make some more Greek god themed dice. I think I want to try and do maybe a set of like Hades themed dice. And I need to make some stuff. I'm partially done with a set of Zeus dice, but I need to paint some things for that. And then I have an idea for a set of Persephone dice, but that is going to require me to, I want to go make some little tiny pomegranates for that, so we'll see if I get around to it. That'll take a little bit more time. Alright, looks like things are starting to set up, so let's get some lids on and get these out into the pressure pot. Alright. Yeah, I was making them after the normal Greek gods. Not necessarily like Hades or the game theme. Oh, sorry, my vision has gotten bad. I don't have my glasses on. Yes, I've been making them based on like normal Greek gods. I made a set of Aphrodite dice, and I made a set of I don't know if I'm pronouncing the name right. Hephaestus. I don't know if I have that right. God of the fire and the forge, and artisans everywhere. I made a sets for them already. I did the first part of the Zeus dice. I made some blanks. I want to paint those blanks. Hephaestus? Hephaestus. There we go. That sounds right. That makes much more sense. Alright. Trying to get enough of these out of the way that I can actually move the tray over. Get more lids on. Oh, that's not even a cat hair, that's a me hair. Get out of there, me hair. Alright. Oh, I always enjoyed reading Greek mythology growing up. Which, like, there's a lot that happens in Greek mythology. Oh boy. Not the best characters there. Alright, let's start getting some of these back onto the tray. The Roman names are much easier yeah, that's fair. Oh, you know, that was something that always, this is a very weird pedantic thing. The movie Hercules, I always found it very interesting because that Hercules is the like Roman spelling of it, but everybody else has the Greek names. So I think I'm pretty sure in the Greek it was Heracles, named after Hera. Or do I have them backwards? Maybe I just have them backwards and I'm confused. Oh good, it looks like the red and stuff started to sink, so that's good. Alright, there's this one. I have everything kind of out of order. It's in order, but it's kind of out of order because I'm looking at it from the opposite direction now. I had everything lined up with the lids, and I have to think about it backwards. Alright. Alright, there's this one. I'll just spread everything. Cool. What is something that you guys were into, like super into as kids? Cause like I really liked like Greek and Egyptian mythology and stuff like that. I just thought all sorts of mythology were cool. I liked hearing the different stories of how things came to be, sort of stuff. Most of the world knows the name Hercules, but not Heracles. Yeah, I know. It's just that, yeah, because like Herculean is a, yeah. It's like I get that. It's just like, wait a minute. That's the Roman spelling. Everything else is the Greek. Ooh, someone did it wrong. Let's see, where's the... Is this the one I want? This is the one I want. Is this the one I want? I think this is the lid I want. I'm trying to match up the lids. Also, most of the world knows Jesus. What? Oh, you just mean Zeus. Zeus and Hades. Yeah. Also true. I thought you were trying to tell me how to pronounce something, but I think you were just saying that cheese is supposed to be Zeus. More cat hair! Yeah, I own a couple of books on it. It's been a long time since I've read them, but I really enjoyed reading about it as a kid. Just here. Evil phone autocorrect, yeah. Another cat hair. Just make sure there's enough resin here. I'm gonna have music from Disney's Hercules in my head now, stuck in my head now today. I can already tell. It's already started. Oh, it's not even that. I can figure out which direction they're going on. That's why I cut the tabs the way that I do. I usually cut like four triangles or 4 square tabs and then one that's different. The thing that's getting me is figuring out which ones go to which. Alright. I'm like, okay, I've got 3 D20 lids here. Which one goes to which D20? I'm actually gonna... Yeah, I think we were talking at one point, because I was talking about, like, labeling the lids with alcohol ink, and then I decided that it didn't really... Oh, dear. Just a second. How do you know which one is the, okay. Alright. I believe you, I just don't know quite, I'm assuming they're like different colors or something. Okay. Oh, I've definitely dyed my molds before with alcohol ink. Definitely dyed my molds before with alcohol ink. That is easy enough to do. I guess you're saying you use different colors of alcohol ink for each mold, so that like not all of the D20s have red lines on them. Because I was gonna say I don't know that how much that helps if just all of the D20s have. Hi, hello, Wiggle. Yeah, it's all good. I figured that people like to watch streams while working on other things, so I'm not. I figure there's plenty of people that that like to watch and then don't actually like type and stuff. That's why part of the reason I usually end up watching like VODs and things. I don't watch a lot of streams. I watch VODs sometimes, just if I want something long form to put on while I'm working on something else. Alright. Almost done. Yeah. I'm just saying though, like if you did all of the D20s in red ink with one line on the side, it would I still wouldn't be able to tell them apart, like type thing. But I see what you're saying about doing it with different shapes and things, yeah. It's not usually a huge issue. That's part of the reason I just make sure to keep everything kind of in a line. You need to make single molds. Don't want another miss. Yeah, I still have some of my old molds, but yeah, I definitely did that once. I think I have maybe the D20 from. I went and filled up the molds most of the way, and then I only filled up the D20 part of the way, and I didn't think about it. And I put it in the pressure pot when all of my molds were together. And the D20 came out a spiky mess because it tried to take all that air because it had a seal and squish it down like it does normally. And there was a lot of air, so it just kind of ended up taking all the resin and going whoop, and ended up spiky. It's amusing. Definitely not what I was going for. But I like having them all separate just because it gives me more versatility. I can do stuff like this where I'm doing every die differently and things like that. That's really why I started doing it, was so that I could do like every die differently. Let's see, I still got a little bit of red left. Let's put it into a crystal mold. Why not? Because single molds are ideally better in the long run. Some people like having all of the molds together. The other ones, if just one die messes up, well, gotta replace the whole mold. Yeah. Yeah, that was one of the reasons I switched to just single dice molds as well. Was then I could replace them individually as needed as well. But some people like having it all together. Like, I'm not going to disparage them for that. Make it easy, not have to deal with a whole bunch of different individual little things. But I don't know. I think there's more versatility with having them separate. Okay, I'm almost done here anyways, Wiggle. But thanks for hanging out. I'm literally just putting some last little bits into a mold, and I'm gonna hop off so I can go get this into the pressure pot. They're starting to get a little bit sticky. All right. Speaking of, I think that is everything. Let me just put this in here. All right, I think that is everything. So I'm gonna go get these into the pressure pot. I will be back next Saturday, and I'll probably have a video up on Thursday. That seems to be the day I usually release new videos, is Thursdays. Yeah, you can win a whole bunch of new toys. But until then, have a good rest of your week, and hopefully